Hello there. Welcome to our day 44 of our reading skill. Learning how to solve the things depends on how constructive or in-depth thinking you are developing of yourselves. Let's talk about the passage first. And yeah means the passage has been written in a communicative language. Means if you are reading the passage, you will feel that somebody is talking to you, and that is called that is why such words have been used. And yeah, I realize that sometimes our work requires us to generally reflect the corporate attitude. Our work requires the corporate attitude. Means what it is, you have to think, because there is a question has been asked. What is corporate attitude? Just think. Do not think about your experience of common life. It's not like that. What passage indicates corporate attitude about? Think. In the things we say and do, whatever that we say or whatever we do, there should be a corporate attitude. Sometimes it helps keep the coins flowing in. Means keep the things going. And there is certainly no good reason to continuously be a butthead, headstrong, jiddi, just to see how many people we can aggravate today, we can make angry today. There is no reason that I am regularly always butthead, headstrong, just to make people annoyed. Of course, the writer says, it is sort of fun to stir the pot, to make people angry once in a while, to see what happens. कभी कभी हम लोगों को जानबूझ के गुस्सा दिला सकते हैं, but there is no good reason to be always. I realize too that we all have our individual reasons for wanting to be accepted and liked. Each one of us wants to be accepted by others, to be liked by others. Each one of us wants. That is okay to a point. But when one of our main objectives in life is to be universally loved, but when our main objective becomes that I should be universally loved, we are just spinning our wheels. What does it mean? Because it's been written in italics, has been asked in the question, what does it mean? Because it is not going to happen. We are just spinning our wheels. Means we are trying something to do which is not going to happen. We are doing something fruitlessly. My suggestion, just be you, whatever you happen to be today. Be yourself, whatever you are. Be goofy. Again, what does it mean? Let's see. Let it all hang out, baby. The spoken style of writing. You cannot control what other folks think about you. Anyway, you cannot control the thinking of others about yours, the perception of others about yourself. Influence, yes. Control, no. You can influence their thinking, but you cannot control. So, think about that. Be goofy. If you have what you believe is a valid opinion about anything, express it. If you feel that you have a valid opinion about something, just express it. It is not necessary to be argumentative or confrontational. There is no need to create confrontation or to fight with somebody. That can quickly build walls and become an obstacle to any kind of productive communications. Because if you are confrontational in your attitude, productive communications will stop. Just express yourself. Be goofy means. If you think it's valid, express yourself. But there is nothing at all wrong with being a creative, independent thinker. There is nothing wrong if you are creative, independent thinker. Can you imagine what the world would be like if these types of creative, independent thinkers, individuals had never existed? अगर ये नहीं होते तो कैसी दुनिया होती? We would still all be huddled in caves, wondering, हम अभी भी गुफा में रह रहे होते, सोच रहे होते where our next meal was coming from. खाना शाम को कहां से जुगाड़ करें. थैंक गॉड फॉर गुफीनेस. लोग थे जो क्रिएटिव, इंडिपेंडेंट थिंकर थे, एंड दे एक्सप्रेस देमसेल्व्स. And just because of that, we as a human being progressed. What, according to the author, is the risk of falling into argument with others? Creative, there was productive communications will stop. So, it will suffocate the free flow of ideas. Communications will stop. What does the author most probably mean by be goofy? If he says be goofy, that is express independently if you think that you are valid. According to the passage, which in the following cannot be taken to be a suggestion? Which one is not a suggestion? Do not fall into dispute. It is a suggestion. Assert yourself. If you think it's correct, talk about it. Try not to influence thinking of others. Have independent thinking. Okay. Try not to influence. It's not there. Control, you should not try to control, but if you wish to influence, it's okay. Influence was there as a suggestion, not control. What, according to the passage, could most probably be corporate attitude? What now does it mean by corporate attitude? That is to be assertive. If you think that you should speak something valid, you must speak. You have something valid to speak, then you must. So be assertive. That was there. C. And question number 5, italics. That is, the statement was, you are spinning the wheels. You are spinning the wheels. And what does it mean? That we are making a futile attempt because it is not going to happen. It was there. Without any logic is not there. बिना लॉजिक के नहीं. लॉजिक तो है कि हम लोगों को we wish to be universally beloved. We are trying to convince people. We are not trying to convince. Now, cyber security. Now look at the word. If you made a mistake, the word is that cyber security and over here terrorism. Connection. Cyber security has an interesting connection to terrorism. Connection with terrorism. Now you have to find a similar word taking two as a preposition. Because security cannot contribute to or key to terrorism. Corollary, similarity. Similarity, or rather effect. That is not there. Parallel means sort of connection. If something is connected parallelly, it is there. There is a connection between them. Both are similar. घातक एकदम नहीं होगा. Uncontrollable. Cyber security, terrorism, both are uncontrollable. Topic is not there. Both are asymmetric. They are not similar. Look at this. Ensuring security of data, information and communication is harder than cyber terrorism, hacking into a system. It is harder than this. This terrorism doesn't mean, look at this terrorism doesn't mean the physical terrorism where somebody picks up a gun, kills innocent people. The passage is not talking about, the passage is talking about cyber terrorism. And it is saying that security is harder than this one. The attacker has an advantage in both terrorism and cyber attacks. Attacker has got an advantage. What sort of advantage it has? What type of advantage? Inbuilt, पहले से ही उसमें बना हुआ, लगा हुआ है. Innate, that is by birth. Inbuilt cannot be used with advantage. Inbuilt advantage is not there. Inherent advantage is there. Already involved means already it is there, deep-seated. Innocuous is harmless. There is an advantage in both dash terrorism. Militant terrorism is not there. What you call conventional terrorism. I was talking about picking up the guns, killing innocent people, attacking somewhere. In both sort of cyber terrorism and conventional terrorism, there is an inherent advantage. Because gory means bloody. खून खराबा वाला. Covert is secret. Okay? In both conventional terrorism that has been continuing since long, and cyber attacks, they have got an inherent advantage. In the case of a state-sponsored attack, when the country is sponsoring attacks on others, the challenge becomes of a much higher level or magnitude. Magnitude means intensity, of a higher intensity. Gravity, higher gravity means seriousness. Severity is also severe, has come from severe. Now look at this. The challenges are of a higher magnitude, means the challenges are of a much higher scale. Magnitude means a scale. Level is talking about the quality, high level, low level. Magnitude means scale, of a higher scale. Had there been a scale, it would have been correct. So, at some places there are difficult words, at some places there are the usage of the words, means of a daily life words, there should be usage where such a word is used, where it cannot be used. Militant terrorism. And by having continuous practice or discussions can we develop such sort of insight. I think you must be having practice with a sense of direction. See you with our next set. Again, thank you.